Do you have quality essential oils and wish you knew how to use them on your pets? Well, we are here to show you how. I am Dr. Nat and this is Vet Nurse Bec.
Hi.
Bec and I are constantly being bombarded with questions regarding the safety of using essential oils on animals. So we decided to get together and create an online live workshop so that we can give you the knowledge you need to use essential oils safely on your pets. To register for our upcoming online live workshop, send me an email to livingwellnessvet@gmail.com and see the post for more details about this.
Today we're going to share with you our 3 must-have oils for pets that are safe, effective and easy to use. Firstly, if you like this video, please help us by liking and sharing it far and wide. Dr. Nat, can you please introduce yourself and tell us how you became such an expert on using essential oils on animals?
Thanks, Bec. Yeah, okay, so really my journey with natural medicine and essential oils started with my own health. I graduated from vet school in 2011 and I realized pretty quickly I needed to incorporate natural medicine, especially essential oils, into my practice. I became passionate about a raw diet for cats and dogs, and I was blown away by the benefits that these small changes made. I was working in rural New South Wales and in Burrell, where I saw loads of emergency patients with some really full-on issues, and we treated lots of wounds and lots of abscesses in cats. So I started creating a essential oil blend into honey that was really effective for these wounds and the healing of these wounds. I then began blending up massage blends for pain with old arthritic dogs and to help massaging orthopedic patients, so clients could do a bit of rehabilitation at home, and this was really effective as well. The clients loved it and our clinic smelt amazing, so that was a nice change. And now I am lucky enough to work for the natural vets. Sometimes I feel like I live there. And I'm also doing my own online consulting business. So if you would like to know which essential oils in particular could help your pet, then get in touch with me and we can do an online consult and I can create a recipe for you to make up your own blend at home, or I can tailor make a blend specifically for your pet and their individual needs.
Wow, Nat, that sounds amazing to have a blend tailor-made by a vet with the right oils and the right dilution for a specific condition. Thanks. I've always been passionate about natural medicine. I grew up with my mum treating my brother and I with natural home remedies and essential oils, and I carried this on and continued to use natural remedies and essential oils wherever I could. Now my husband and I treat our kids with natural remedies and essential oils, and of course our 2 dogs, Roxy the Irish Wolfhound Cross and Toffee the Cavoodle. I graduated vet nursing over 20 years ago. Have been nursing ever since, except for taking breaks when I had my 2 kids. I loved vet nursing, but I didn't want to go back to conventional vet nursing. That's when I found acupuncture and started studying traditional Chinese medicine. Today I work alongside Dr. Nat at the Natural Vets with the team. Really enjoy incorporating these amazing oils into my acupuncture and massage sessions. The experience I've gained working with these oils and seeing how effective they can be for many conditions, including behavioural conditions, skin infections, ear infections, it's really been awesome. I'm really excited to be sharing my knowledge that I've gained in these workshops and helping people use the essential oils safely on their pets.
Yeah, speaking of safety, the next thing I really need to cover before we dive into our top 3 essential oils is safety using essential oils on pets. So firstly, I just need to emphasize that we are only referring to doTERRA essential oils. We cannot endorse the use of other essential oil brands on animals because there is no overarching regulatory body for the essential oil industry. We are happy with doTERRA's quality. We know that they are safe, they don't contain any contaminants, and we've been using them on animals for some time. Other brands may or may not contain things that are added to the plant during processing, so pesticides and herbicides, but really I think the scary part is in the processing after that. Once it's been distilled, they can add all sorts of things to dilute it down and to make a few more dollars and make it go further, and it can be really difficult to detect, even with very high quality testing, what has been added. So the most effective way of knowing that they're pure is by having a relationship with the farmers themselves, and doTERRA does this. So we really like doTERRA. As long as we're referring to doTERRA essential oils, then the main thing to consider other than quality is dilution. So these little bottles are very, very concentrated, and one drop can go such a long way because they're so powerful. So it's really important to dilute them appropriately for the size and the species of animal that you're treating. But therein lies the problem. We have such a variation in size and species. A cat is not a small dog. A Chihuahua is very different to a Great Dane. So in our online workshop, we're going to cover dilution in detail so that you do understand how to dilute appropriately for your pets. Then once you have your little bottle of diluted oil, you need to do a test patch and make sure that that particular animal isn't going to react. And then, of course, one more thing to mention is that essential oils do not replace proper veterinary care. It's very important to have your pets checked by a vet every year, and if you're going to be using an essential oil on a long-term basis, then do a blood test first to check their kidney and their liver values, just like you would for an ongoing medication. And this might need to be repeated every 6 months depending on how much essential oils you are using and how frequently and that kind of thing.
Very important.
All right, so this brings us to the top 3 must-have oils. Bec, which oil do we reach for the most often?
Lavender. Lavender is one of my favourite essential oils. It's very gentle and versatile. It can be used in many conditions. It is a calming oil, and also when applied to the skin, it helps to soothe the skin. It helps to heal inflamed, irritated skin, and it helps to relieve itching. It can act as an insect deterrent, and it's great for sunburn. It's handy to have available for insect bites and stings, and also burns. We love using lavender for wound healing, for bacterial infections, fungal infections such as ringworm, and also things like abscesses. When diluted, it can be very safe, even using on older and very fragile creatures. I love the calming properties of lavender. It has been used in cognitive dysfunction, anxiety, improving quality of sleep, and also to support emotional well-being. It can be used for inflammatory conditions such as asthma, collapsing trachea, kennel cough, and other inflammatory respiratory conditions. So you can use lavender in a water mist to spray around a room to help with anxiety. It can be added to shampoos to help with biting insects. It can be added to a salve for wounds or mixed in with honey. I often use lavender in combination with vetiver to help calm Roxy during storms or fireworks.
Yeah, I use that for Charlie as well. It's really effective. And we love lavender. I love lavender. So our next top essential oil that is a must-have oil is frankincense. No surprises here for many of you, I'm sure. It's just such a versatile and effective oil that we use across all species. It's also really safe. So I recommend it regularly to a lot of my older, more chronic disease dogs because it's almost like a miracle oil, I think, and it seems to really help support cancer patients. I use it to help with any brain disorders, so epilepsy, mood disorders, such as anxiety and depression, that kind of thing. It's a great one to support the immune system and things like autoimmune diseases as well. And it's a lovely soothing oil for the skin and to help heal any wounds or rashes. I've added it to our skin soothing cream at the Natural Vets, which I created. All right, so in history, we know about frankincense from Jesus' story. I love that story and how frankincense is a holy anointing oil. So it was valued more than gold, and the reason for this is that it was known to treat every conceivable ill known to man, which is super interesting because now we've got some great science coming out showing us that the secret terpenes, the chemical constituent in frankincense, is able to affect our limbic system. Frankincense can get into the brain, cross the blood-brain barrier and bring oxygen to the brain and affect the center of emotions, which include the pineal gland, the pituitary gland, and the hypothalamus, which are all part of our endocrine system. So the endocrine system is what mostly is in control of our hormones. And hormones, as we all know, have a giant effect on the body, including our immune system and our stress levels. So if we can influence our immune system and influence our stress levels, then we can potentially help almost every disease because these are major influences on our health. So that's why I think that frankincense is a bit of a miracle oil. And it's definitely a must-have oil. It's also a magnifying oil, so it's a great one to add to other blends because it will enhance the effect of other essential oils. I could go on forever about frankincense, but Bec, our last essential oil that we want to chat about today is your favourite.
Yes, my overall favourite is copaiba. It's another calming oil. It's very grounding. It also helps with inflammation. It has an earthy, subtle scent, so it's not overpowering. It's great to use with pets. It helps with acute inflammation, such as and pain, such as sore muscles, and also chronic inflammation, such as arthritis. It works on the cannabinoid receptors and has been compared to CBD oil. I use it regularly in my massage session to massage into painful and arthritic joints. A simple blend is copaiba and frankincense as a massage blend. We have found it to be helpful with common inflammatory conditions such as skin conditions and gastrointestinal upsets. It can also help in other inflammatory conditions such as cystitis, incontinence, and other urinary tract disorders. Most disorders do contain some level of inflammatory process, so it is great for many conditions. Like frankincense, it does magnify the effectiveness of the other oils in the blend. They work synergistically. Always remember to dilute appropriately and get your pet checked yearly by a vet.
Yeah, exactly. And if you want to feel confident at using essential oils on your animals, then in our online workshop, we are going to cover dilution in detail. And safety, of course, will be such a main influence on what we'll be covering so that you can feel confident to do so on a daily basis. We will give you a dilution chart so that it's really easy for you to get started.
That dilution chart is a great place to start. So if you have essential oils at home and would like to support your pets naturally, this online workshop is for you. We'll be diving deep into how the oils can be used effectively for many conditions. We'll discuss the topics of massage and petting, anxiety and behaviour, and conditions of chronic and acute inflammation. This workshop will leave you feeling empowered to select the right oil in the right dilution to support your pets naturally.
Thank you so much for tuning in to our online live YouTube video today, and we hope you enjoyed it and learnt a few things about how to use essential oils on your pets. If you would like to register for our upcoming live workshop, please send me an email to livingwellnessvet@gmail.com. There'll be more details in the post. And if you haven't already got your own membership with doTERRA, we would like to offer you this workshop for free.
Yay.
If you create a membership under us as your sponsor. So just get in touch and I can help you with this process. And please help us out by sharing and liking this video. We will be doing more courses in the future, so follow our Facebook pages for those announcements, and we hope to see you soon at our online live workshop.
See you soon.